What's up, Smart Rapper? Today we're talking about what do you need to be a rapper? All of like the essential things that are required in order for you to actually become a rapper and become successful. We're gonna go over those today, all right? I'm Rob Level, this is SmartRapper.com, and after this intro, we're getting into it.
The fear in their eyes from other rappers who be rapping just to tell us a lie.
Okay, so number one, you need a style. And this is actually one of the most important things, because if you don't have a unique style, a unique sound, a unique approach, a unique lyricism that's gonna help you stand apart from the crowd, then you're not gonna stand out from the crowd, and there's no way that you're actually going to get seen. Because if you sound identical to somebody else, or you're copying somebody else's style, or you're all of these little things that don't set you apart, you're not gonna stand out from the crowd. You're gonna be in the crowd of people and nobody's gonna be able to identify which one is you. But if you have a unique style, you're immediately gonna stand out. And as a beginning artist, I wish that I would have known this, that standing out really does matter. Everything from your look and your brand all the way to your sound, especially your sound, right? Think about your favorite artists, like they have a specific voice. It's like nobody sounds like them or nobody delivers music like them. And anybody else who mimics them or does anything that imitates them, those people don't make it. Okay, so you have to develop your unique style. And most people don't think about this, but usually an artist, every artist in history is a combination of their 3 favorite artists that they listen to. Okay, and we get more into that. If you go check out the Rap Voice ebook, I show you all that stuff and how to actually develop using your 3 favorite artists. Okay, so you can check that out. I'll put a link in the description, or go to smartrapper.com/rapvoice. I wasn't going to plug that, but it makes sense right there. So number 2, after you know that you have the style and worked hard enough to build the style, number 2, and this is essential for anybody, is you have to be able to believe in yourself until other people believe in you. Because when you tell people that you want to be a rapper or even a musician of any sort, a guitarist, you're in a band, where no matter what, people they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna be like, okay, because everybody wants that.
Yes, sir.
Everybody wants to be a music star, even if they have no musical talent. Oh, sorry to fly through by. Whoa. Even if they have no musical talent, they want to be a music star because they think they have it. But that's where the confidence comes in too, is believing in yourself. Even when you suck, you have to believe in yourself so that you can take the time to develop yourself, to get great, and then continue believing in yourself until other people believe in you. Because I spent years where my own family is like, no, what are you doing? My own mother, who gave me up for adoption, who's still in my life in some ways, was like, why don't you go get a day job? That was just a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? I have like stepbrothers, and they were like, he's like, you seriously just need to quit. Like these same people who would be like, no, I never said that. Like, but when somebody says that shit to you, you never forget it. And you have to be able to overcome those moments when people fucking destroy your feelings, and you're like, damn, that's coming from somebody that I'm supposed to care about, or that's supposed to care about me, and they absolutely are laughing at me like I'm a fucking joke. You know, and that shit, it hurts, man, you know? So you have to be able to overcome those moments and believe in yourself until other people start believing in you. Because now my mom's like, I'm so proud of you. Fuck off. Number 3, you need a brand story. This is very important, and I made a video on you know, how important branding is for an artist, because you need a story. You need something that sets you apart. So it's not just your music, but it's also, why does this person make music? What is this person's story that gives me a reason that I can relate to them and actually like want to listen to their music more? If you look at any brand, I'm talking about even brands that sell plastic, they have a brand story. They have a reason, like, this is why we're manufactured, this is where we started. Like if you've ever watched Shark Tank, the brand is often what sells it, even if the product isn't amazing. But an amazing product, aka song in this circumstance, mixed with a great branding or backstory is going to propel you. For instance, my story is my incredibly ridiculously terrible childhood, like child abuse. You know, I lost my dad before I was 7. My mom gave me up for adoption. I lived in homes, behavior schools, homeless shelters. Then I went to go back with my mom, and she fucking sent me to an insane asylum because this is all before the age of 11. And you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, except for the homeless shelter, that was like when I was 18, 19. But everything else, like just this crazy stuff. But all of this stuff I use to show people as a brand, like, look, like I went through all this. If I can come out of this and not be a really messed up person that hates the world and can succeed and work his ass off to get anywhere and then inspire other people, if I can do it with nothing, was broke as hell growing up my entire life, then you can definitely do it. Because you probably go through a lot too, but did you go through all that stuff that destroys you as a person, and then you rebuild yourself and then still make it, right? That's my brand. And that's what's tattooed on my arm. 0 to 18 is my life story, and I use that to inspire people, right? I have a brand story. In case you were asking, what's his? That's mine. I'm here to inspire people. If you go listen to my music, the music matches the backstory. I inspire people with life stories to propel them forward, to help them believe in themselves. You need a brand story. Number 4, you need a home studio. And I have other videos and stuff on this where you're like, oh no, I'll go pay for studio time. And that's stupid because I do the math on those articles and on those videos where I show you, like, if you go to a studio, A, you're not learning how to use the equipment, so you're always gonna have to pay somebody. You're relying on somebody else, which means you're always paying them for their time. You need a home studio. I'm gonna leave it at that. There's other videos on that on my channel, but you need a home studio so you can record yourself and grow your musical style. Even if you start with like a $60 microphone, which I showed you I think like a week and a half ago. Go get that $60 microphone, start there, then build your studio. You need it if you want to be a rapper. Number 5, not always necessary, but necessary in some circumstances, is you need a producer / a beat maker. You can get beats online, okay? So you don't need a producer, but when the time comes, like now at the level I'm at, I have like producers that have like platinum records, right? I have the producers who stay on top of trends and also know what's hot and know what's not. And they can replace instrumentation after I lay something down. They can go in and say, nah, this should have been better here, or this should have been better. I take their opinion, or I say, hey, I want it like this. And then they go, oh, I can do that. And then they amplify it. Producers are essential, but in the beginning stages, you can't really afford a producer, and that's okay. So start with online beats, build your style, try to find the hottest beats, and do that. And then in the same time, try to find producers. There's as many producers as there is rappers, so you could find one. It's finding a good one that's the problem, just like rappers. And number 6, and oftentimes your producer that you find will be that person, is you need an engineer that can mix and master very well. And their skills are going to build with you. I had Ken Lewis mix a record of mine. That cost $750 to mix and master. Ken Lewis did the entire Kanye West Life of Pablo album mastering. He did Kanye West Power. He does all types of stuff for Kanye. I paid that guy $750 for one song, and that's the person that I typically get to master a song. If not him, then I pay my guy that's on my team, who would also charge around $500 plus for a master. But you're gonna need a mixing engineer because you want your records to go from flat and like just plain to sound like popping, like, whoa, that sounds amazing. And a good mix engineer, a mastering engineer is going to do that for you, okay? So go find one. And lastly, number 7, you need a marketing plan, because when you release your music, it needs to get heard. And I've talked about this before, where I say artists will spend 3 months working on a mixtape and then spend 2 weeks marketing it when nobody's listening to it. And that also goes back to number 2, where I talked about believing in yourself until somebody else is. You have to keep pushing that record until you get people to believe in you. If you stop pushing it, no one's listening. You have to spend all that time. So you need a marketing plan and strategy. And as well as, I just made another video that I'm gonna release later today after I edit it, but that is the one where I'm talking about, I'm gonna show you guys all the strategies that I'm gonna allocate $10,000, $15,000 into my new single, and where I'm gonna put that stuff. And I'm planning this 3 months out. Okay, you have to plan 3 months out before you release, know where you're gonna put your money, where everything's going to go. And if you don't do that, your record's probably not going to succeed. You think somebody just releases a song and it blows up? No. Did you see the Fetty Wap video I made where he said he was freaking promoting it every day, like posting it 20 times a day on his Instagram and on his Facebook and sending it to people, doing this every single day for like 6 months before anybody paid attention? It's stuff like that you have to do, right? It's that ground level stuff. And if you really want to make it, you're going to market your record. Those are the 7 things that you need if you want to be a rapper and actually become successful, especially in the beginning stages. You've got to have all these, even in the later stages. You need all those things, okay? I'm Rob Level, this is SmartRapper.com. Please remember to subscribe and hit that little bell after you hit the subscribe button, because I release a video a day and I want you to become a smarter rapper by learning with me, okay? Please remember to like, please remember to comment, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here's some more videos.